Michelle here, Nifty Package Company and the Michelle M. Hensley brand, here to share with you today some tools behind the scenes of a mobile gift wrapping or gift basket business. These are important things that I wish somebody would have taught me, but I had to learn the hard way. So I am here to help you not have to walk that path or pay some of the price that I had to pay, or many of the other women before me, because I know there are many of us, we get together, we talk about not just our successes, but definitely our mistakes and how we can improve on those. So let's start by, first of all, again, Michelle Hensley. Hit like and subscribe so that you can get a notification when these videos are posted. And my goal is to help you along the way grow your business. There are a lot of videos out there on how to make a gift basket or how to wrap a gift, but my goal is to how to be successful on the back end of your business. That way you don't lose money, number one, you make money, number two, and you continually grow in your skill set of how to run a business. I think for many of us as creatives, we're so good at using our hands and ribbons and glue and cardboard and paper and writing and all these wonderful things. But really, we have to learn the skill of running the business and running a profitable business. And so I think that's really important. So that's why I do this. Also, I want to show you, for women over 50, you can do it. Women who have wanted to start their own business, but have been afraid to because they feel like they don't have the skills, especially the administrative skills on the back end. Well, that's my goal, is to help you and inspire you and to help you become better at what you do and profitable. All right, so let's get started. Okay, number one, my biggest mistake I've made, and I've shared this with you on multiple videos, but let's start again, is not tracking information. So it's really, really important that you track your leads. I did not track my leads. I didn't keep information or logs on what my clients ordered, except I did that through QuickBooks, which is my accounting system, but I needed to do it better on a CRM system. So keeping track of my leads, my clients, tags of what kind of gifts and what they ordered. So I had gift wrapping jobs, I had gift basket, I had gift boxes, and I really wanted to track on where was most of my income revenue coming from, what types of gifts. And as soon as I really learned to master that, I was able to understand the value of different orders and different gifts and what we were really doing, as well as our type of client, which began to unfold, I want to say in 2019, 2020. Also, another mistake I made, and that is changing CRMs multiple times. And the reason is because I really didn't know how they worked. I knew how they worked. I worked on multiple CRMs, but I didn't know which one would work best for my type of business. I don't necessarily have an overcomplicated business, but some of the CRMs I was working on were way too complex and I didn't need that. And so I'll show you why I choose Copper, and I've used it. I am not being paid for any of this. I just want to let you know, these are just, I'm showing you what I do. And so you can decide, and I'm going to help you learn how to go about deciding which one would work best and why it's important to start out using one. Okay, so number one, business email. Make sure you have a professional business email that's separated from your personal email. You want your clients to know that you're professional, okay? Even if you're starting your business out and you're just doing this, be professional. It's well worth it. It's $10 a month or something like that. And then if you work around the Google Suite program, which I do, you can have a Google business email address and also your personal email address. And then in your inbox, what you can do is separate those out. So you separate your business from your personal. So every day you can look at that list as to what's coming in and what's your priority anyway. So you can learn through that. All right. Number two, make sure you have a good CRM program and the CRM program that works for you. And what you want to do is think not just today, but long-term. So will this CRM grow with me? Can I hire someone to help me build a good CRM eventually down the road and, create what I need, a better system for what I need, workflows and things like that. So get a good CRM. And let me tell you why I recommend Copper. I had Copper before, and before that I had HubSpot, and I have used Salesforce, but Copper seemed to be the best. we are in the midst of highly considering franchising. We are franchising, actually. We're all set up for it. So what I did is I jumped the gun and I went to a very sophisticated CRM platform that cost me a lot of money and did not do anything that I needed it to do. I had to have somebody else do the work, cha-ching, that cost me money. I couldn't go in and edit when I wanted to do something quick. That cost me money because now I had to have somebody else come in and do that work. So I ended up going back to Copper. And the reason I did that is because I also used Monday. So I'm very familiar with Monday, but still, it was just too complicated and it's not what I needed. So find a CRM. There's several out there. So Zoho. So do a compare and contrast once you understand your own program. So for me, let me share with you a little bit about what I do, and that is the Copper program. Why Copper is important. Copper is important because it can bring in all of your client information so you don't have to leave your platform. I do everything out of my Gmail account. So Copper populates everything here, and then I can go back in and work on the actual Copper program. But I know my weakness. My weakness is leaving the current Gmail platform and going on to something else and doing the work. That time I wasn't doing it and I didn't like doing it. And it was very annoying. So I worked really hard to try to find a company that would integrate into Gmail well, so I could keep my CRM in Gmail as well as off platform, so I could do both. And so after Monday, I went back to Copper because I was very impressed with their program. I really am. And it's also owned by Gmail. So it integrates into the system really well. So it pulls from all the information that Google has about a person. So if you want their LinkedIn profile, it will populate in. It is amazing. The address, the company information, you type in some things, but when you open it up again, it will populate other things. And then from there, you can go and work on workflows. That's a little bit more sophisticated conversation, but workflows on how to move forward with your client or how to move forward with your lead and the difference between both. So I highly recommend Copper. It's also very cost effective. It's about $60 a month, which is very reasonable. And you don't have to pay for a bunch of add-ons. It's already in the system. And then you can add people onto it, which it costs more. So let's say you have an administrator, you want them to have access to all your Copper information. It costs money there, but outside of that, it really integrates well with the Google platform. So the next thing I do is I work out of Google Workspace. Now, Google Workspace is amazing. I do everything on Google Workspace. So I have two spaces, one for Nifty, and then I have one for me, and then the Michelle Hensley brand, and all of my financial things sit underneath that. But I'm going to go back and reshare something with you that works really well. Many of you know that I have gift wrappers all across the nation. And see, I want to get this thing out of the way. So within my Gmail account, I can have Google Workspace integrated into Gmail as well as chats. So I have teams all around the US. I have teams in New York, teams in Florida, teams in Texas, Washington, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, California North, California South, LA, Orange County. And then I have chats set up with each of these teams. And then I have a personal chat set up with everyone who's a wrapper so that if there's ever personal dialogue, we can work on that. It is phenomenal. So it's one less way you have to pay in order to have somebody, working with you. So for me, it's incredibly effective. You can put pictures in there, tasks in there, and then I don't have to buy another program like Slack or Asana or something like that. So I try to do my best to keep my costs low, be a lean machine, so that I can be profitable. And we all have a profitability mindset. The client first, profitability second within what we do. Okay, next, Google Chat. I just mentioned a little bit about that. Google Chat is a great way to connect with your team. Many of you know we started out working remote. And that's how I designed the business. So we learned to use all the Google Workspace, the platform, really well. Some people use Microsoft Teams. Well, that was complicated to start. So I wanted to make it as minimal complication as possible. So anyway, highly recommend Google Workspace and Google Chat. Then you have YouTube. So YouTube, I would say start using YouTube, build a YouTube channel. And I did not do that. It took me a while. We're growing at like 46% every month since I started. Create videos only you can create. Some of you are really, really good at, like one of the gals, she's all about Nashville. She's all about guitars and cool little ribbons. And now she has a shop and she's done really well. So as a matter of fact, she's my partner whenever I need certain things in Nashville. She helps me out there. But start a YouTube channel with what you do and what you're good at so that people can see. Like some of you are you're shrink wrapping queens. So put that video up there, and it's very cool to do that. But start a YouTube channel, I would recommend. I use the Shopify platform. A lot of you use WooCommerce or other platforms, BigCommerce. Shopify, I like it. And the reason I use that is because also it works really well with the Google platform and Flowdesk, which happens to be my email program. And it's fairly reasonable. Also, it works with Thrive, which is my inventory management program. So in the beginning, I visited a lot of different gift basket companies up and down the coast of California. Gosh, I learned so much from that trip. And all the other gals were so open and shared so many things with me, but I noticed a trend. The trend that I noticed was it was hard for people to keep track of their inventory because with gift baskets, you have ribbons, you have, tape, you have scissors, you have a lot of different things. You have baskets, all the pieces that go in there, the inventory, things like that. So Thrive for me, and it took us a long time. We did everything on a spreadsheet. We literally go in and hand count everything, because I didn't want that to be the case. I wanted to know how much money I had. Plus, I have a great CPA. She's all over me on that. How much do I have in my shops? So we have 3 different locations in one area. So what's in those locations and what's the price? What's our markup? What's our vendor? So Thrive is also a very good program that I use. Next one, number 8, Upwork. So Upwork is a place you can go and hire people as a subcontractor to do jobs. So they can work on your Shopify, they can work on your WooCommerce, they can work on your Flowdesk, they can help you with design, and you can pay them a certain fee. Now, my suggestion is negotiate. So if you like a vendor on there, you like what they do, ask them, send them a personal note and say, hey, listen, I have a budget of $200 and this is something I need done. Can you help me? And most of the time they say yes, because even though they might save $500, a lot of times they're open to new work and they'd like to take you on as a client. So negotiate even with Upwork. Next thing would be your email platform. We are very creative, and so are you. If you're either a florist or gift basket or gift wrapping business, Flowdesk is beautiful and fairly simple to use. I do my best to keep things not complicated. I do happen to use Klaviyo as well. It's for a different reason. I'm tracking who's coming into the site, and that helps me know what they're looking at. It's a more sophisticated program for email marketing. I don't use it a lot for email marketing. I don't. So I use it more for tracking purposes. But I use Flowdesk. I really like Flowdesk because of the beauty factor, and it resonates with our brand and it looks really good. And I really like it. So those are the things. Let's go back through them again. Number 1, have a business email. Number 2, have a good CRM. And I recommend Copper, but there are many good ones out there. Do your research, figure it out, but keep your costs low. And you want your CRM simple. Google Workspace, it's cost effective. Number 3, number 4, Google Chat versus Slack. You can use Slack. You can use these other programs, but Google Chat is reasonable and inexpensive. Then you have number 5, YouTube, create videos only you can create. Then I use Shopify. Number 6 for my platform on my website. 7, I use Thrive for my inventory. Number 8, I use Upwork if I need jobs done that I really don't do. I'm not a big graphics person, and I do a lot of graphic work. And we have a team now that does work in-house, but at the same time, I still hire out on occasion. And then number 9, Flowdesk. And then I shared with you why we use that. But I want your success. I want you to be profitable. And please like and subscribe, like I said, so you can have your notifications on. And feel free to ask me a question. You can email me, michelle@niftypackage.co. You can also check out michellemhensley.com. You can sign up there for a masterclass and learn the art of gift wrapping business so that you can be successful as well. Have a great rest of your day.